Lions, tigers, sharks, snakes, scorpions, even a bloody mosquito can kill you. This week I'm pondering about dangerous animals, the language ability of dogs, the stupidity of everyday animal expressions, T-Rex, terrifying beast or physically handicapped when it comes to opening jam jars, and why we'd have less mental meltdowns if we paid more heed to animals. There are plenty of dangerous animals on the planet, happy to gorge, rip, maim, squeeze and inject you. I was in South America a few years ago walking through the Amazon rainforest with a guide, and I kid you not, as we reached our accommodation for the night, he looked under our hut, pulled out a tarantula and put it directly on my head. Now you'll always hear some condescending twat twirling his goatee explaining the most dangerous animal on the planet is man himself, ha ha ha. But in that moment I was thinking, I've never been bitten by a human, or worried about one crawling on my cranium, waiting for an opportunity to sink in his fangs, sending me into a paralytic fit and muscle spasms. To be fair, human biting is a thing. My mate was once bitten on his penis, though it was his birthday, and it was a heavy encyclopedia that fell off the bookshelf and hit her on the back of the head. My girlfriend's Dutch and she speaks perfect English. She did a lovely thing by taking on a rescue dog. Though we live in Spain, I do question her belief that she now needs to speak Spanish to the dog so he can understand her, as though she was going to go, come here, that's Dutch, and the dog was going to shake his head and go, hey, que no te entiendo. Any animal capable of sleeping 23 hours a day, would if I could, happily licks its own genitalia, would if I could, my own, not the dog's, and enjoys sniffing the arses of the rest of his species. I admit nothing, but between you and me, let's just say my soiled underwear collection isn't just for show. He probably doesn't have the mental capacity to be bilingual. Let's face it, her dog isn't even single lingual. Is that a thing? All he hears is blah, 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 and he thinks it's either dinner or go for a shit time. Happy days. He's just excited at stuffing his face or the prospect of pissing 20 times, eating various other dogs' poo, and then going through the process of burying his own poo by pouring at the ground 5 meters from where he actually crapped. I really don't think he's too worried about what language he's spoken to in. Call him what you want, when he wants something, and he's going to come. I shouted, oi, stinky ass, and he still came, although coincidentally so did my youngest son, which says a lot about either my parenting skills and or his diet. Why are there so many expressions using animals? Some make sense, fish out of water, ants in your pants, those I can get on board with. But some of the others, batshit crazy, why bats? Are they renowned for mental health issues? Surely bats aren't as stupid as turkeys. Did you know turkeys have a bad habit of staring at the sky for extended periods? Turkeys can get so mesmerised by stargazing that they've been known to drown during a rainstorm due to their upturned beaks. Now that's dumb. The bee's knees, eh? Why? What's remarkable about the knees of a bee? Nothing. I'll tell you what is remarkable. A blue whale's penis. 12 inches. Now some of you blokes out there might be giving it the old, nothing remarkable about that, but that's the diameter. It's an eye-watering 10 foot in length. Eager beaver. Are beavers more enthusiastic than any other animal? I was in Amsterdam a few years back and there were definitely a few of these in the red light district, though maybe they were less eager than willing for €50. So I love the Jurassic Park franchise. T-Rex, largely held as one of the most terrifying animals ever to walk the earth, although I do think someone was having a laugh when they designed them. One of the most ferocious and terrifying beasts, but also one of the most campus when saying hello. Ah! Well, hello. Apparently, paleontologists have discovered that when they said goodbye, they used to go, toodles. Some recent research also suggests that the T-Rex might have been partially covered in feathers. I imagine they were all round their neck like a multicoloured feather boa. Female T-Rexes I can get on board with their little arms at the perfect size to hold their purses when they're dancing. Never any fight in a T-Rex nightclub. They couldn't punch, let alone use a blade. Actually, whilst it might feel that I've been giving some of our animal neighbours a hard time, we should be looking at animals as life coaches and mindfulness gurus. They fully live in the moment, no dwelling on the past, no worrying about the future. They don't take issue with anyone or personalise any events that have happened to them. Larry the lion isn't walking around going on about how Lydia gave him the cold shoulder, but was quite happy to let herself get mounted by Bob. Terry the tarantula, he isn't there thinking, oh, I'm such a loser, I can only afford a one spider burrow in the outskirts of the rainforest. Billy the bulldog doesn't catch his reflection in a pool of water going, oh, Jesus, I've put on a few pounds. No wonder the only action I get is licking my own balls. And the T-Rexes in Jurassic Park are always level-headed, never taking it personally, even when they're left hanging every time they try to high-five someone.